I think it may turn out to be a step in the right direction. Mind you, I'm not an economist, but as a layman, any reduction in taxation will be good for the masses on the long run. And that one takes me straight to the experience we had at the international airport at Abuja yesterday. Where when you are entering, you are made to pay for your vehicle.
Yes.
Depending on the category of vehicle you are using. Then, when you park, if you spend more than 15 minutes, you are made to pay again. Then you begin to ask, what kind of a regime is that? Is that not amounting to double taxation? I've always said this, that there are several tax Nigerians are paying even without knowing it. Many people don't know that they are paying tax on every single item you buy. The VAT there is a tax. It's an indirect tax.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That is paid by every citizen on any single thing you buy. Then the same citizen pay tax directly from his salary. Is he paid or something like that? They call it pay as you earn.
First, pay as you earn.
So the question is, why should my total salary be taxed by government, and the remaining one that is meant for me to use, anywhere I go to buy anything, it is taxed again. Well, let's consign this to the realm of rumor. I know and I've heard that the regime of pack and pay in FCT, for instance, is coming back. And I know when that thing was implemented some years ago, it affected the masses terribly. And so I've witnessed that in Lagos, and I've witnessed that in Benin City before. The hooligans from no permitted to use that language, and the so-called tax force made life unbearable for citizens. So all these things are gradually coming back. That is why I said, even though I'm not an economist, the mere fact that I'm hearing that there are some taxes that are suspended through the executive orders issued, I think it will be a step in the right direction. For instance, you can see the cost of purchase of used cars in Nigeria. Many Nigerians would have been able to buy a car to ride or own a car, if not because of the importation of used cars. And these cars were very cheap. And whether you like it or not, whether the story you try to make around it, the truth is that if not for second-hand cars, used cars, popularly called tokumbo cars, many Nigerians will be able to own a car. Yes. And it was reasonably affordable before the past government came on board. And all of a sudden, the prices of used cars just tripled. No, not doubled, it was more than doubled.
It skyrocketed.
Yes, skyrocketed. And it was as a result of taxation and all these government policies. The question then was, why do you want to ban items that you are not really producing, or you have not made sufficient arrangement within the country to produce. The readiness is not there to produce, and even the few companies that have proved themselves to be good, like Innocent Group of companies that has proved themselves to be good in car manufacturing locally, these kind of companies are not being patronized by government. Then we go ahead and ban importation of used vehicles, and where you could not ban it directly, you place
so much
huge custom duty, so that people,
when you bring it in, the price
it becomes
is very high,
unaffordable. So that's why I said, even though I'm not an economist, any move to reduce taxes will be a good move. More so, you see the jump, the astronomical jump in the price of fuel is making life unbearable since this new government came on board in the name of withdrawal of a subsidy. It has not been an easy experience for people. I can tell you, let me give example for this morning. I was supposed to get here by 9 o'clock, but I left home by 6 a.m. Why? Because I want to follow the bus that is taking my children to school. So I have to first of all follow the driver with my children to school, go and drop the children in school before we started coming to this place to come and sit down waiting for this program to start. And from here, we will go back to the school. We'll go back to the school. It's not funny at all. There are works there piling up there for me to do at parish level in office, but I have to leave to go to school with my driver to go and carry the children back. And if I'm not ready to do that, the only alternative for me is to withdraw my children from that school, maybe to a place that is closer to where we are. And I've done survey. The school fees in that environment, I can't afford it. So I just have to leave them where they are, despite the stress of going up and down. But now, the new fuel price regime is messing up the whole thing. And inside that, we are hearing of possible increment in electricity tariff.
No, that has been suspended.
Okay. Maybe because I was away for a while for a program where I was seriously.
Early this week, they suspended.
Okay.
But that is,
I traveled on
still
Monday,
one of the major trending stories here.
Okay.
Frustration mounts as discourse consider 40% electricity tariff hike.
So
discourse want to come up with this.
I'm
again.
happy to hear. If it's you can. I mean, the source is authoritative.
Yeah, it is.
Yes. So I'm happy to hear that, because it was something that I could not process in my head. Because if you increase the electricity tariff and you add it to the suffering that has been brought upon citizens in the name of fuel subsidy withdrawal, I wonder how the citizens were going to survive it.
All right.